Everybody, welcome to a new episode of Newtowne. Today we're going to be reviewing a game called Super Meat Boy, and it's kind of a weird game. First of all, because well, I haven't seen anything like this, to be honest. This is about a meat guy with arms and legs, made out of meat, obviously, as I said, with a really creepy smile. And basically, it plays kind of like Super Mario. It has these. It's a platformer, first of all, and it has all these little challenge levels that you have to go through. They're like puzzles, and it sort of challenges you. You learn new things as you go along, new tricks and stuff, and you gotta like apply those to the levels as you keep going. So first off, it has a pretty cool art style. It has these nice little cutscenes that are pretty fun to watch. For example, the first one has the like the little setup. The bad guy, it's like this fish tank guy. There's like a little ball pink thing in the center of the tank with the tie and stuff, and he's sort of jealous that Super Meat Boy has this pink girlfriend, and I don't know why he punches her in the face, but he does, and that's just part of the setup of one of the main cutscenes, and it really leads you straight into the game. So as far as the actual graphics are, they're nice, they're fun. Nothing too special, it's like a casual game, any kind of casual game if you've played before, or indie game. It's sort of like little cutouts, let's say you have like a lot of cardboard paper, construction paper, cut it down to like little pieces, and that's what it kind of reminds me of. It also reminds me a bit of like the 2-bit era of video games, 16-bit or whatever, Super Mario, Anyway, the gameplay, it's actually pretty fun. Basically, all you have to do is you use the back and forth buttons on your keyboard, the arrow buttons, and you use space to jump, and the shift button sort of works as a special. You hold it, and then it goes for a longer jump than normal. You just hit space once, it does like a small short jump, and doesn't really help you much sometimes. Sometimes you might need a longer one. The game is pretty difficult. In the beginning, it's kind of straightforward, but it has you has you sort of experimenting, and it gets you doing things, trying things out. You see this level that really should be super simple to pass, but it has you going at it again and again and again. You keep dying over and over again until you finally get it. It's like at the end, it's like there's like this super simple thing that you could have just done from the beginning, but it takes a lot of experimentation, which is pretty fun. Some people will find it frustrating. Trust me, it's really crazy frustrating. It's pretty impossible. But anyway, once you finally get to the how do you end the level is you touch the pink character, and it sort of leads to the next one. I guess the bad guy punches her in the face again, and it leads to the next level. Choosing the next level is kind of like the old Super Mario games, where like it has like the whole map laid out and you go into the next one. So basically, you keep going like this. There's several challenges that introduces you to several new concepts as you go along. To me, in my opinion, the hardest part was the sort of like the timing levels, where you had to there were like all these saw blades, and you had to sort of time everything perfectly in order to like jump over the razor blades before you get chopped up into like ground meat and stuff. So yeah, that's pretty difficult. There's also these little band-aids you could collect, and if you collect enough of them, I guess you could unlock a new character, and I'm not exactly sure what they look like. I didn't really get too far into the game to check them out. So anyway, yeah, the music is kind of, it's there. I never really look into game music too much, but if you're into this sort of thing, it's actually kind of catchy if you listen to it a little bit. And the game actually does have a boss. It has a boss every single world, kind of like Super Mario, if you've seen how they have worlds and stuff. The game actually has a boss toward the end, and basically it plays as you run away from the guy, and you try to get away from all those little obstacles as you jump over them and everything. It's actually pretty difficult because everything you learned in the entire world, it applies to this whole little boss level, and it's pretty difficult, trust me. I actually didn't pass it. I skipped it. Anyway, the game is pretty cool itself. It's difficulty. I'd give it a as you keep playing, it obviously gets harder and harder. Um, it's I'd say like a 4 out of 5 difficulty. Um, the game itself, the mechanics are pretty solid. Not too per. Actually, there's one thing I missed saying about the mechanics. It's sort of like it has a little bit of experimentation, as I said earlier on. So, for example, sometimes you would hold the right button and then it goes a little too fast, and then because if you hit the space button, sometimes they would jump a little too high if you hold it too much, and if you hit it just once, it obviously doesn't go too far. Um, the game also has this neat feature like called replay. If you once you finish the level, it shows like a bunch of Meat Boys going at it like in a race. They all go together running toward the end goal, and you see like all your tries in one go. Like some of them die, some of them live and everything, and finally the one that lives is obviously the one you had success beating the game in. So that's a pretty neat feature. I like it. It was pretty cool to watch. It's always fun replaying everything, seeing how many times you failed. Obviously, the more you have, the more you failed. Yeah, overall, the game is pretty cool. I give it about a 4 out of 5. It's a casual game. It's good enough to kill time. I wouldn't say it's good enough for all you casual gamers that like the Call of Duties and the Skyrims. So yeah, it's a pretty fun game. 4 out of 5. And yeah, see you guys next time on the next Newtowne review. And here's a little clip, a little final clip of the game that I had a little bit of trouble passing.